Indeed, a very good morning, Wahome. We are coming to you live from the Lake Naivasha Resort, whereby we are following up on a 3-day convention that has just kicked off of different civil society organizations that are against the female genital mutilation. And joining me right now is one of the conveners to just tell us more about it so that we get to understand some of the policies that they are advocating for. Karibu Sana, please introduce yourself and tell us what's this convention about.
Thank you so much. My name is Alice Ngare, and I am the movement building lead for the Girl Generation program. We support the Africa-led movement to end FGMC. The 3 days convening that we have is for the civil society organizations in Kenya that have formed a network to end FGMC in Kenya. And the reason we are here today is to join the rest of the world to mark the 16 days of gender activism. So we are here basically with the main objective of just having candid conversations and engaging each other on how we can collaborate more as CSOs, as we also complement or supplement the efforts and the commitments of the government of Kenya in ending FGM and other violence against women and girls.
And what are the prevalence rates right now here in Kenya?
According to the recently released data by the KDHS, we have seen a reduction, and now we are at 15%. In the last survey, we were at 23%. So you can see there's a reduction. And for us as civil society organization who are working in this space, we want to look at this data and see how the landscape look like and what it means for us so that we can put more effort, see what has worked and what has not worked, and see how we can fill in the gap so that when we're doing another survey, we are going to see even a further reduction.
I understand right now the prevalence rates right now are at 15%, and also Kenya is a signatory to some of the international conventions that you've ratified. Are we following them as how we promised, or where are we as a nation right now?
Kenya is very committed to ending FGM, and the government is doing a lot and is also putting a lot of support. The government is also doing a lot of collaboration with us as civil society organizations, and I can say that this is the reason why we are seeing the reduction. Recently, you've heard the president himself speaking about, zero tolerance on FGM. So according to me, I think the government is doing what it should, but it can never be enough. Yeah.
And also we expect there are going to be amendments in the FGM Act. What are some of the policies that you look into amending so that this can be made even better, so that you can end FGM in the country?
What we may need to look at is the prohibition of the Anti-FGM Act 2011. That is something that maybe we need to engage more with, but of course with the guidance from the government, and we will come in as civil society organizations to support the commitments of the government in this.
Thank you very much, Alice.
Thank you.
Well, as you've heard from her, is that we are continuing. We'll be following up on this 3-day convention that is against FGM to ensure that by 2030, Kenya will have zero rates in terms of the female genital mutilation, and also in collaborations with other stakeholders from different countries, given that there are different stakeholders who are attending this convention. Not only from Kenya, we have members from Somalia, from Ethiopia, from Senegal, who are also against FGM. So we're going to follow up on this to get to understand some of the policies that they'll be able to come up with, and we'll be able to let you know. So back to you, Wahome. I'm Sarafina Robi from the Lake Naivasha Resort.
Thank you very much, Sarafina Robi, speaking at the convention to bring a movement to the end of FGM in Africa. She was speaking with Alice Ngare.